It's Cassie. God damn. This Cassie and Diddy case. For a moment, there was a moment in time where I did feel sorry for her. She had me for a second. You know what I'm saying? She had me for a second. I said, look at all these grown men just feeding off of her. She was a 19-year-old girl. She obviously had no clue. They brainwashed her into this society or this sex culture that they have until these court cases started coming out, and then the text message between her and Diddy started to come out, and I said, wait a minute, hold on. This hoe will freak herself. Now, who's to say Diddy ain't the goddamn victim? Diddy might be the victim. But what really did it for me was this past weekend, Ryan Leslie, her ex-producer, the man who founded her first, came out on an interview and talked about how he met Cassie. And this pretty much gave me what I needed to know about Cassie, my overall assumption. And it brought to my attention that Cassie, she been like this. Ain't nobody make her into this. She been like this. And here's why I say this. So Ryan Leslie, I forgot the label that he's a part of, the label he was representing at the time. But Ryan Leslie say that he met Cassie one day while he was going around. He didn't tell what kind of places, but he just said places. Going around places, looking for talent, trying to hear new music, trying to hear what's hot. And he said one night he went into a place and he found this girl dancing on top of a table. And it must have been her birthday. First of all, Ryan, your ass ain't slick. Yeah. Ryan, your ass ain't slick, Ryan. First of all, where are you going that you see a 16-year-old girl dancing on top of a table while you out there trying to listen to hot music? And I can guarantee you, it ain't Chuck E. Cheese. Nigga, your ass ain't at Chuck E. Cheese, so don't try to play that. I was just looking around and I was at Chuck E. Cheese and I just seen these beautiful girls dance. Nigga, you was at the strip club, nigga. Stop lying. Nigga, yeah. You found Cassie, who was probably underage. She probably wasn't allowed to get in, or she probably wasn't of age to get in. 16 years old, and you caught her dancing at a club, at a nightclub. Right, that's what happened. You see what I'm saying? Now, this says a little bit about Ryan, because I think Ryan is about 8 years older than Cassie. See what I'm saying? So if she was 16, she had to be 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. He had to be 24. My bad. My math ain't my strong suit. He had to be 24, 25, somewhere around there. You see what I'm saying? Right. So the question is, what is a 16-year-old doing anywhere around, grown folks? Especially around a music producer who is out looking for music. There's only one place you could go when you're trying to hear something hot or hear something new. That's a strip club. That's the clubs. See what I'm saying? They ain't finna put on no shit at Chuck E. Cheese or at the skating ring, nigga. Come on now. So he says he found her for a 16th birthday or a birthday party dancing on the table. So these are teenager girls who are out there just loose and unaware dancing on the table. You a motherfucking lie. See what I'm saying? That says a lot about Cassie's personality. To me, what that tells me is her parental supervision wasn't up to par. Somebody wasn't supervising her. The fact that she's out there dancing on the table around other grown folks lets me know that she already has some type of pre-exposure, because those type of actions, especially in the black community, girls are not doing it at 16 years old, especially not black girls. See what I'm saying? What black girls are doing at 16-year-old, or black kids, teenagers are doing at 16 years old, we're at the skate ring. See what I'm saying? At 16, we at the skate ring. At 16, we at the movie theaters. At 16, we at the bowling alley down in Davie. See what I'm saying? We at Galaxy at 16. Now, are we still hunching and doing all that? Of course, that's definitely getting in, especially at the movie theaters. Go ahead and catch you an Indian flick. You know what I'm saying? Get them back seats all the way at the top. You know what I'm saying? Get you a blanket, nigga. You in there like swimwear. But 16 in black at a club, dancing on the table? No, that's not black girl activities. That's not black teenagers activities. We hunching and bunching behind the building at the skate ring. You know what I'm saying? We get it in the schoolhouse. You know, we ditching school, going behind the schools, the portables. But dancing on top of tables at the club? Nah. Nah, I almost want to say that's white tee girl kind of behavior. That's white tee girl actions. That's white hoe actions. That's not black woman actions or black girl, black teenager girl actions. So he says he sees her and he just was wild. And I'm not sure if you guys paid attention to Ryan Leslie or you guys heard about him, but he doesn't really sound too culturally black. I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions on him yet because I haven't done any research. Matter of fact, before we start talking on the brother, Ryan Leslie, the producer who found Cassie, what is his ethnicity and background, and who was he raised around, and where is he from? We got to do these kind of sort of checkups when we know when we're asking about people and where they're from. So, Ryan Leslie, born in Washington, D.C., he comes from a richly diverse heritage. So he's a suburban kid, and he's a Caribbean. Ryan Leslie's Caribbean, right? Mixed with Dutch, Chinese, and African descent. So Ryan Leslie is not African American. He's not Black American. He's not of the culture. He's just in the culture as a producer. That says it all. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need to see. Because listen, family, when we're trying to pair these things together, it's very important to figure out who are these people and where do they come from. Right. So these are not black folks' actions that's going on here because this story he's telling is not making sense. So okay, so he finds this another mixed bilingual whatever Cassie is girl dancing on a table, and he says, this seems like my type. Let me go ahead and bring her on board. So he brings her on board. He brings her into the studio. You know what I'm saying? According to him, they make a record. They go ahead and make a record together, and he had to finish the record. You know what I'm saying? She just did it for fun. It was her birthday. It was her birthday gift to her mother that they made a song, and he wanted to send it to her. And then from there, you know, he had her sit in the lobby while he produced the song and did what he had to do. And then the head man, I forgot, was it Tony something. I forgot what the name is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whoever was in charge of that record label at the time. This was a big record label. They found Michael Jackson and other famous R&B or hip hop producers. He sees her in the lobby and says, who the hell this is? Ryan comes out and tells her, well, this is Cassie. I met her at such and such. We're just messing around. I just made a song with her to send to her mother. And he said, hold on now. Hold on now. Little fine shit. Now he didn't say this, but this is essentially how it's going down. Little fine shit. We could do something with you. Yeah. So they go ahead and give her a record deal. Now, what this tells me is Cassie ass ain't have no talent. Yeah, Cassie ain't got no motherfucking talent. They're bringing her on board just because of her looks. She's foreign, you know what I'm saying? She looks mixed mud. Not mixed mud. Let me stop saying it. She looks of mixed culture. See what I'm saying? She's light skinned, right? She looks different. She's probably fine around whatever age this is, and you got all these grown men fiending for her. This is all this is, and Cassie knows it too. She's not, you know what I'm saying? She's not blind to the fact. So they go ahead and start producing songs with her, and then after that, Ryan goes ahead and introduce her to Diddy when she's around of age. She's 19 years old and basically sells her off. That's essentially what that is. You sell her off. Diddy comes around and says, hey, man, I'm willing to pay you this much so I can have this female. She ain't worth a damn. The motherfucker can't sing that good. Because like I described, no one's talking about her talent around this time. No one said she was just this talent he heard singing. He just found her dancing on the table, and she looked pretty. That's all that was. So Diddy comes around and said, man, let me go ahead and get her off. How much you want, nigga? How much you want? Let me get her. Ryan says, well, shit. Shit, nigga, I ain't gonna turn down this kind of money, and essentially sells her off. That's what this is. So, in my opinion, if there's somebody who should be held accountable, in my opinion, is Ryan. And the reason why I say Ryan more than Diddy is because Ryan is the one who actually loved Cassie. Yeah, Ryan actually loved Cassie and knew Cassie for who she was. You see what I'm saying? He's the one who gave her the opportunity to come out here and get on the mic. You know what I'm saying? They have more in common. They're both of mixed cultures. Ryan doesn't really, I don't think he identifies with being Black American or Black. Cassie, we all know she ain't Black, especially with these actions she got going on. Ain't nobody doing that. So they have more history, more things in common. So he's the one who loved Cassie for real. And he just sold off to Diddy. And we all know what this is about because the girl ain't have no talent in the first place. So what does this say about Ryan? More so than it say about Diddy. Right. And and then from there, I think Cassie's already pretty much exposed to the industry. She's already exposed to whoever she encountered. She's already exposed, maybe exposed before meeting Ryan, before even getting into the music industry. She might have been exposed to some kind of